Hey guys, Matt here, and welcome to another episode of Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Let's continue. Alright. Alright, so while I was checking my footage when I was editing the video, I noticed that I completely missed something, but I can't go back to that area because my path is blocked.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful then.
There's something weird. What was that? Some sort of mechanism. Alright. Let's see what this is. Auerstadt and Brennenburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is Auerstadt. Deep within the East Prussian woods, for centuries, there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brennenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains, dressed with scattered lakes, is as picturesque as can be. Albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called the Gatherers. They seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? A visit undone. Henrik Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known Yerdite, visited Auerstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwest glades, only to never be seen again. Henrik is also known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Auerstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The immortal Baron. The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at the castle nearby Auerstadt. And like most of the noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little. Before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century, it was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remained popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The The family has always been secretive when it comes to the lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offsprings has never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle, along with the great leaders of this country. Alright, so those are some interesting stories. Maybe we gotta pull a book. No. Maybe this is open. Yep, alright. It said alright. So sounds like there's a time. Is it time limited? That would look like one. Oh boy. Please find it on time. Oh, did it stop? Where's the other one? Oh. It didn't stop. Can I push it back in? Alright, restart it. Ah. Cool. Ooh, key. Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would, in a sense, solve both of my problems. Alright. Yeah. Let's just feed them wine. This. I need to save that stuff. What's that? Alright, the door's open. I should have mentioned that I can't handle horror games. What is that? I know it wants me to go towards it. I don't like this. shield then. No, no. Nope, where's that? Where's that? Where's that? Get me out. The sand gave way to his tired body as he fell from the camel's back. He felt the wine gently sweep across his face and his... What is that? Oh man, I don't want to play this. I'm going to bed right after this, man. The statues were praying, gazing into the dark, doomed ceiling. I'm also trying not to be loud. My neighbors. Something sounds like it's stomping. Alright, come on. Brave Wednesday. Oh, yeah, that's right. Alright, come on. I am a brave little baby boy. Is there no torches? I don't want me going in there. If an enemy is near, stay out of sight, hide in darkness, make sure. Come on. I'm going here. Let's get the map. What's that? What's that? Oh. You see him? So that's for health. Do I have to go towards that? Let's go towards him. No. Oh, alright. Left. What's going on? Come on, get up, dude. What do I do? That's health. Oh boy. Please recover. You went this way? Yeah, I don't wanna... check out that area. Not on my bucket list.
Is anyone there?
I need a really safe. Yeah. Oh, man. Nothing in here. That's good. Please tell me he's not breaking down the door. That's not a good sign.
What's happening? Oh, feels like my chest is going to burst.
My God! Wilhelm, do something!
Accept it. We're not getting out of here.
How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit! Let us out of here!
Insert alien reference. Alright. My name is Wilhelm, House of Garage. These are my final words, my confession and testament. 2 years ago I was summoned to the castle of Brennenburg. As most of the aristocracy, I was curious about what this supposed Knight of the Order could want from me and accepted the invitation. The Baron was friendly and offered me a proposition. It dawned on me that the nature of the contract was sordid, and that the reason I was chosen was because of the follies of my past and not the honors I've been rewarded with during my time as a soldier. I was to kidnap healthy humans upon his slightest whim and do so without asking questions. In return, he would attest to my character at the royal court, advancing my position within noble society. I would like to claim that I struggled with my decision, but it came swiftly and I accepted wholeheartedly. Ever since that day, I've brought men and women and children to Brennenburg. I can't remember the numbers, but there were many, perhaps even 100, none of whom were ever seen or heard from again. Tonight the Baron invited me and my men down to the wine cellar to celebrate our work. I had my suspicions as we descended the stairs, but he insisted and joined us in a toast. The wine tasted fine, and my men drank without restraint. So begins the punishment for our sins. The Baron has locked us up and returned upstairs. Forgive me for what I have done. I was weak and fell into his diabolic ways. My men are screaming. Their skin has been pierced by their own tangled bones. I feel my insides revolt against their God-given nature. Blood has begun to pour from my eyes, and I can no longer. Some powerful stuff. Oh, I'm back. The game crashed, so I had to sort of speed run back to this part. In the process, my sanity is now in the red, and I'm just hoping it goes up. Let's Get out of here. He sat down by the Kasbah wall, gasping for air. Sweat poured from his forehead and onto something. I gotta pick up the pace with this reading. Alright, that's the end of this episode. I really hope you enjoy it. And thank you for watching. Goodbye.